Hi students, Kelly Vetter here. I want to give you a quick little calculator video, and I'll be quite honest with you, I just got this dot camera yesterday, and this is the first time I'm using it, so I'm sure this will be a little bit rusty, but maybe it'll at least get the job done as far as showing you some things on your calculator. So one of the things you're going to love about this calculator is how it does fractions, okay? So when you have any fractions, a lot of students have had a graphing calculator in the past and they had to key fractions in using parentheses and stuff, but you don't want to do that on this one. You want to use your fraction key, which is right above the 7 here. All right, and then you just want to enter the information as it's written. You need to use the arrow down button to get to the bottom of the fraction, and then just kind of keep progressing through each of the parts. Okay, so let's see, I'll hold this up. You guys can see what I keyed in there. Okay, and then hit enter. And one of the nice things is it's going to show the answer in fraction form, which a lot of calculators go to the decimal, but you're pretty much always going to need the fraction answer. And it also reduces and simplifies it. So it's really nice. Now, if you need the decimal of that, you can hit this key down here. It's the second one from the bottom. And what it will do is convert that to the decimal, okay? Now it only displays a certain amount of digits, and then it just runs off the screen here. So this is a decimal that continues going forever. It's just showing to the 1 there, okay? All right, so fractions are awesome. It'll even do, pretty complicated fraction expressions, which will come in handy. All right, so let's talk about exponents real quick. So if I have 6 to the third, I want to do 6. And then I want to hit this button here. It has X to like a little box there. And then I want to key in the 3 and then hit enter, and you can see it'll give you the answer. Okay, if you just need to square a number, you can hit this key here, this X squared, and it'll automatically add the square. But if you have any other exponent, you need to use the one with the box here. If you look at this next one here, I want to show you, make sure you enter your parentheses, okay? So I did parentheses and then the negative key. Let me move this up a little bit here. The negative key is down here. Make sure you do not enter the subtraction, okay? It'll give you an error message. So make sure you use the negative key and then close out your parentheses, hit your exponent key, and then the 4, hold it up there, so you can see what I entered, and then enter, and that'll give you your answer, which is positive 16. Now notice that if I enter this without the parentheses, if I just do negative 2 to the 4th, okay, you can see there I did not put the parentheses in there, the calculator will give you negative 16. And without parentheses involved, negative 16 is the correct answer there. So it's really important that you put the parentheses when you have a negative number involved with your exponent if the parentheses are supposed to be there. All right. So if you're not sure, always ask. And the other thing is it'll do fractions in exponents together. So let me show you one of those. Let's say you have negative 2/3. So I'm going to hit negative, I hit my negative key, fraction 2 over 3, close parentheses. You can see it put that whole fraction inside the parentheses. And then let's say you need to raise that to the 4th power. And then hit enter, and it gives you 16 over 81. So it's really nice. It's very user-friendly as far as how you enter your fractions. The other thing that we're going to have are logarithms, and you're going to have these really soon as we're going to be graphing and looking at some of the graphs. So your logarithm key on your calculator is up here. It's right underneath the second function key. And if you hit that key one time, it will show the LN, okay? That's what we call the natural log. If you hit that same key a second time, it will show LOG, and that's your base 10 log. And then if you hit that 3 times, it will show a log and then a box down here and then a box. And so this is going to allow you to enter a logarithm that is not base 10. Okay, so if you've never done logarithms before, please make sure you're asking for help if you need it. But if we want to key in this log of 5 here, we need to hit the button, twice, because this is a base 10 log, and then we'll put the 5 in the parentheses, hold it up so you can see there, okay, and then hit enter, and it will give you a decimal. And with logarithms, generally you will see that they'll tell you, especially at the beginning of the semester, they'll tell you to round that to a certain amount of decimals, okay. If you have logarithm base 3 of 8, like you're seeing here, I need to hit this button 3 times, okay? Logarithm, and then I'll put the 3 down in the base there, and then you want to arrow over to the 8, and then hit enter, okay? And then I have one more here. Let me move my paper over a bit. This would be a natural log of 10, okay? So I want to hit that button 1 time. That brings up the natural log. Then put in the 10, and then you can hit enter. And then let's just talk about one more thing here. Let's say you have natural log of e, natural log of e. So you want to hit your natural log, and then your E is down here on this button. It shows pi, E, and then I. So if you hit the button 1 time, it puts in a pi. If you hit it a second time, it puts in an E. And that's what we need there is an E. And then we'll hit enter, and you see the answer is 1. We'll be learning all about that later in the semester. Okay, so that's a very quick introduction to some of the things you need on the calculator here at the beginning of the semester. Always please reach out if you have questions, and I'll see you in the next video.